That's what it was.
Thank you.
Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Jai Jinendra. If we can settle down, we'll get started. So request you all to take your seats, please.
Namaskara and good evening. My name is Nitya Gopalakrishnan and I will be your Master of Ceremonies for this evening. Vidhi Challani ki Arangetram mein ab sabhi ka swagat hai. Vidhi is a student of the Sanskriti School of Dance and she has been under the guidance of Guru Chitra Ramaswamy for the past 11 years. Vidhi is a rising freshman at Carnegie Mellon University, where she plans to study engineering and public policy. Her passion for classical dance has extended to Kathak, which she has learned for 10 years. It is very exciting to see Vidhi grow from a young student of dance to a poised and confident performer today on the stage. As we begin, I would like you to hear a brief introduction to the art form of Bharatanatyam to those of you who are unfamiliar. Bharatanatyam began about 2000 years ago with origins in the temple of southern India. Bharatanatyam comprises of 5 main elements, which are ragam, talam, adava, mudra, and abhinayam. Ragams are the melodies of Indian classical music. The talam is the rhythm. Adavas are the basic steps that are combined to form a dance sequence. Mudras are hand gestures, and abhinaya is the art of expression. The Arangetram is an official debut performance which occurs when the teacher feels the student is capable and prepared to perform solo in front of the audience. The first half of this evening's program will focus mainly on nritta, or pure dance, while the second half will focus more on abhinaya, or expression. We have a live orchestra accompanying Vidhi today. We have our Guru Chitra Ramaswamy on the Nattuangam. We are fortunate to have the dynamic duo of Srimati Kripalakshmi and Shri Bhargav Hariharan on the vocals, Shri Murali Balachandar on the mridangam, Shri Sai Kishore on the flute, and Shri Vishal Saumian on the violin. A few housekeeping rules, please. Please switch off your cell phones. I'll pause for a minute so that you can turn it off, turn the ringer on silent. Please refrain from using flash photography as it can be very distracting for the dancer. No food or drinks, please, inside the auditorium. And if you need to step away from the auditorium for any reason during the program, please wait until end of an item to do so. The orchestra will begin today's program with a prayer to Lord Ganesha.
प्रणव वडिवे नाद प्रणव वडिवे नाद प्रणव
Vidhi will commence the program today with the Navkar mantra. The Namokar mantra or the Navkar mantra is the most significant mantra in Jainism and one of the oldest mantras. This is the first prayer recited by Jains when the devotees bow to the 5 supreme souls or the Panch Parameshti. This item is in Ragamalika and Talam Talamalika. The music was composed by Srimati Nandini Anand Sharma and choreographed by Guru Srimati Chitra Ramaswamy. Ladies and gentlemen, Navkar mantra.
पणासनो
मंगलानं च सव्वेसं
पडमं हवये मङ्गलम्
पडमं हवै मङ्गलम्
परमेष्टि नमस्कारं सारं नवपदात्मकम् आत्मरक्षाकरम् पञ्चरागं स्मराम्यहम् ॐ परमेष्टि नमस्कारं सारं नमो आयर्याणो अंगरक्षातिशायिनी ॐ नमो उवदायनो आत्मकं हस्तयो ॐ नमो आयर्याणं अंगरक्षातिशायिनी ॐ नमो పంకజమయో
ధృగుతక ధృగుతక తక ధృగుతక ధృగుతక తక ధృగుతక ధృగుతక తక దళం కుతటిక తుంగా కుతనం కరిత తత కుతనం కరితే తా కుతనం కరిత తత కుతనం కరితా కుతనం తత కుతనం కనం కెనం కృతకృతకృతం కృతకృతకృతం కృతకృతకృతం
మహాప్రభావా
రక్షేయం
శుద్ధోపద్రవ నాశిని
పరమేష్టి
పడోభూత
కథితా
పూర్వసూరిభిః
భావా రక్షేయం శుద్ధోపద్రవ నాశని పరమేష్టి పడోభూత కథితా పూర్వసూరిభిః యశ్చైవ కురుతే రక్షా పరమేష్టి పదైః సదా యశ్చైవ కురుతే
With the blessings of all the elders in the audience and the Panch Parameshti, Vidhi will now proceed to the Alarippu. When translated from Tamil, Alarippu literally means blossoming of a flower. This warm-up item commences with a slow tempo and is performed at increasing speeds. The dancer offers respect to God, her guru, and seeks blessings from all of you for a very successful performance. This Alarippu is set to Chatushra Ekatala.
Little more my volume on the monitor, please. Check, check, check.
Ta ti ti yum ta tam kita taka ta ti yum ta tam kita taka tam dit tam kita taka ti ta ti kita taka tam dit tam taka ti ta ti kita taka tam dit tam kita taka ti kita taka tam dit tam kita taka ti kita taka 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 tam
गणेशाय धीमहि श्री गणेशाय धीमहि
I think Vidhi looks absolutely beautiful in her costumes and jewelry, and the background score that Srimati Kripalakshmi and Bhargav did together for the Alaripa was outstanding and very unique. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. Vidhi will now proceed to the Jataswaram. The Jataswaram, the dancer performs complex ardavas. Ardavas, as we mentioned earlier, are sequence of steps put together. There are no poetry here, it's just ardavas strung together in a Jataswaram. The dance actually demonstrates an ability to execute a series of elaborate patterns, also called jatis. That's why the name is called Jataswaram. In this item, you can see that the dancer will always have to be in sync with the orchestra, especially the percussionist and the guru who's doing the cymbals. The Jataswaram is set in Ragam Ragamalika and Thalam Mishra Chapu. The choreography has been adapted from Srijit Nambiar's original version. Vidhi will now present the Jataswaram. Every dancer in the audience knows how difficult the Jatiswaram is. Can I please request another round of applause for Vidhi? Thank you. I also like to mention, I don't know if you noticed how the mridangist was intently following Vidhi's feet. If you just learn to play the mridangam, you cannot accompany for dance. It requires a special skill, training, and years of experience. So it's just amazing to have such talented artists. I'd like a round of applause for Sri Murali Balachandar. It is my pleasure to formally introduce to you the artist of the evening, Vidhi CHALLANI. Vidhi started learning Bharatanatyam at the age of 6 under Guru Chitra Ramaswamy. In the past 11 years, she's been with Guru Chitra. She has the honor of being a part of various dance productions, including Jwala, Dhruva, Ramayanam, and Vismaya. She was given the opportunity to travel to London, San Diego, St. Louis, and Cleveland to perform these productions, and also has competed in the NJNS Natyanjali competitions. Vidhi has extended her training through workshops with Padma Shri Leela Sampson, Kalaimamani Priyadarshini Govind, and Guru Braga Vassal. Vidhi is a rising freshman at Carnegie Mellon University, where she plans to study engineering and public policy. Her passion for dance, as I mentioned earlier, extended beyond Bharatanatyam to Kathak, which she has learned for 10 years. She has participated in Bollywood and hip-hop dance competitions and enjoys choreographing for her school's cultural club. Vidhi hopes to continue pursuing dance in college and beyond under the tutelage of her guru. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Vidhi CHALLANI. The next item Vidhi will perform is called the Shadakshara Kavatvam. When you travel across Tamil Nadu, you will find a lot of temples, and temples on top of hills. And usually these temples are dedicated to Lord Muruga. He is also known as Kartik Bhagwan in the northern part of India. So the next item is the Shadakshara Kavatvam, is in praise of Lord Muruga, also known as Tamil Kadavul or the Tamil God. Kavatvam in Tamil means hymn. These Kavatvams are usually sung in praise of deities in temples as a part of daily rituals and on special occasions where the deities are brought in processions. Lord Muruga, or Lord Kartikeya, is ever youthful. He's a handsome god who rides the peacock. He holds dear in his heart the devotees who chant the Vedas and blesses them. This item is in Ragam Shanmukha Priya. It's in Talam Adi, and the composer is Madurai R. Muralidharan.
தமிழது இனியது 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 விலகுது விலகுது பார்க்கற்ற தமிழது இனியது 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 நான் முற்ற
பயனது பெருகுது மரமத உருகுது
தோ கிட்ட தக்க தரி கிட்ட தக்க தக்க தோ கிட்ட தக்க தரி கிட்ட தக்க தக்க தி தோ கிட்ட தக்க தரி கிட்ட தக்க ஜன்னு தாம் ஜன்னு தாம் ஜன்னு தாம் தக்க தஜம் த தி கின தும் தக்க தனம் த தி கின தும் தக்க தரும் த தி கின தும் சரவண பவ குகன் அழகன் 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 ஹர ஹர சிவன் மகன் முருகன் 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 அருள் தரும் முருகன் குமரன் 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 அருபடை அருமுகன் வரதன் வரதன் வரதன்
சரவண பவ குஹன் அழகன் 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 ஹர ஹர சிவ மகன் முருகன் 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 அருள்தரும் முருகன் குமரன் 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 அருள்படை அருமுகன் வரதன் 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 சரவண பவ குஹன் அழகன் 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 ஹர ஹர சிவ மகன் முருகன் 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 அருள்தரும் முருகன் குமரன் 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 அருள்படை அருமுகன் வரதன் வரதன் வரதன்
தாம் தாம் தக்க தஜம் தீம் தீம் தக்க தனம் தொம் தொம் தக்க தரும் நம் நம் தக்க தரும் தக்கிட்ட தாம் தக்கிட்ட தாம் தக்கிட்ட தாம் தக்க தரிக்கிட்ட தும் தக்க தாம் தக்க தாம் தக்க தாம் தக்க தரிக்கிட்ட தும் தக்காம் 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 தக்க தரிக்கிட்ட தும்
முருகா 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 மலராள தனியார மகமாக மகிழ்ந்திருந்தவன் குமரா 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 மயிலேறி விளையாடி திருவாக தவழ்ந்துயர்ந்தவன் மலையாறு தனி சேவல் கொடியேந்தி மகிழ்ந்தவன் மறையோடு மடியாறு மனதேந்தி உகந்தவன் மலராள தனியார மகமாக மகிழ்ந்திருந்தவன் மயிலேறி விளையாடி திருவாக தவழ்ந்துயர்ந்தவன் மயலாள தனி சேவல் கொடியேந்தி மகிழ்ந்தவன் மறையோடு மடியாறு மனதேந்தி உகந்தவன் எரிக்கும் பிறப்பும் பொறியன உதித்தவனே மயக்கும் மலைத்தேன் வள்ளியை மணந்தவனே வியக்கும் விதத்தில் சூரனை அழைத்தவனே மனத்தால் நினைத்தால் நிறையொருள்பவனே எரிக்கும் பிறப்பும் பொறியன உதித்தவனே மயக்கும் மலைத்தேன் வள்ளியை மணந்தவனே வியக்கும் விதத்தில் சூரனை அழைத்தவனே மனத்தால் நினைத்தால் நிறையொருள்பவனே தோக்கிடத்தக தொனக்கிடத்தக சாதி நம் கிடத்தக தனக்கிடத்தக சாதி தோக்கிடத்தக தொனக்கிடத்தக சாதி தாக்குதேக்கு தாக்கிட்ட தாக்குதேக்கு தாக்கிட்ட தும் கிடக்கிடத்தக தம் நம் திக்கிடத்தக தாத்தித்தா தாத்தித்தா தாத்தித்தா
That was absolutely incredible. I just have to understand, like Vidhi needed to internalize the meaning of all of the words that are in pure Tamil. It's not easy for someone whose native language is in Tamil. So really appreciate the effort Vidhi's put into that. And I just want to mention, thank you. the dynamic of Shri Bhargav and Shri Kripa when they alternated the shlok in the beginning is just like magical. I have to tell you, every dancer would want both of them to sing for them the next time they're performing. Absolutely, absolutely magical, Bhargav and Kripa. Thank you so much for doing that for us. So before we proceed to the next item, it is my honor and pleasure to introduce today's phenomenal orchestra. So what makes a complete orchestra for a Bharatanatyam recital is the synergistic combination of vocals, cymbals, or what we call as the nattuvangam, a percussion instrument, a wind instrument, and a string instrument. Singing for Bharatanatyam, just like playing the mridangam, is a very special skill which one needs to take into account the raga, the lyrics, the mood, the pace of the dance, and the dancer herself. On the vocals, we are extremely fortunate to have the dynamic duo of Srimati Kripa Lakshmi and Shri Bhargav Hariharan. They are husband and wife, for people who didn't know. Srimati Kripa Lakshmi was introduced to Carnatic music by Veena Srimati R. Ramani at the age of 6. She studied Advanced School of Music at the Music Academy. She's currently under the guidance of Srimati Suguna Varadachari, undergoing an Hindustani training from Shri Sriram Parashuram. Srimati Kripa was named the best vocalist at Music Academy's HCL concert series and granted the Yuva Kala Bharati Award. It doesn't stop there. What is special is Kripa is also an A-grade Bharatanatyam artist. She started learning the art form from Shri Suryanarayana Murthy and is currently under the tutelage of Srimati Shobhana Balachandra. She has performed alongside eminent gurus and has received various accolades across the globe. Put your hands together for Srimati Kripa Lakshmi. Shri Bhargav Hariharan is a regular in the Carnatic music scene in Chennai. He was trained in Carnatic music under the guidance of his father, Dr. Subramani, who's a disciple of the legend Tanjavur Shankarayar, and Shri O.V. Subramaniam. He is currently under the tutelage of Shri G.J.R. Krishnan for Carnatic music and Shri Ram Parashuram for Hindustani. He is an honorable recipient of the title of Yuva Kala Bharati from Bharat Kalachar and won several Best Male Vocalist titles from Vani Mahal, National Youth Festival, Nadam, and other venues. He has performed in more than 150 concerts across 4 countries. Ladies and gentlemen, Shri Bhargav Hariharan. It is mentioned in ancient texts that more than 80 different percussion instruments have been used for a dance concert. Most of these instruments have now been replaced due to the versatility of the mridangam. Today's mridangist is Shri Murli Balachandar. He studied mridangam under his father, Dr. C.G. Balachandran, and was introduced to Bharatanatyam by his mother, Usha. Murli is a versatile percussionist who plays traditional Indian percussion instruments such as the mridangam, the kanjira, the tabla, the ghatam, and the morsing. Murli has performed in several countries, including New Zealand, Canada, Indonesia, and he has had the honor of performing on Broadway and major venues such as the Lincoln Center, the American Museum of Natural History, the Smithsonian, and the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Murli is based in New York City, and he has the privilege of accompanying leading musicians and dancers, including Padma Shri Adayar Lakshmanan, Padma Shri Ramli Ibrahim, Padma Shri Shobhana, Padma Bhushan Trichur Ramachandran, Padma Bhushan Kamala Lakshmi Narayanan, and Padma Vibhushan K.J. Yesudas. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to have Murli Balachandran. The flute, as you know, embellishes any Bharatanatyam performance by providing a magical and mystical feel. Today's flautist is Sri Sai Kishore Ravi Shankar. Sri Sai Kishore Ravi Shankar is a classical trained flautist from Trichy, Tamil Nadu. He started learning flute at a very young age under the guidance of Guru Sri Trichy J. Venkatraman. Sai has performed on numerous Indian television channels, All India Radio, and on several stages across India and the States. He continues to accompany many eminent Indian musicians such as K.J. Yesudas, K.S. Chitra, and is also a proud recipient of countless accolades. Sai is a mechanical design engineer by profession and currently resides in Atlanta, Georgia. The violin has been described as the musical bridge between the East and the West. It is the only European instrument that has become a very integral part of an orchestra support for a Bharatanatyam recital. Sri Vishal Soumyan is a rising sophomore at Emory University. He has been learning violin for the past 12 years and is currently under the tutelage of Padma Shri Sangeeta Kalanidhi, Guru A. Kanyakumari. Vishal has won several prizes in Carnatic music competitions and regularly performs in concerts across the tri-state area. He's also performed at Carnegie Hall in New York, Cleveland Aradhana, and the San Diego Youth Festival. He is the recipient of the Junior Musician of the Year award for winning the advanced category instituted by Simana, New Jersey. Vishal has played in prestigious sabhas in India during the December Music Festival, including the Narada Gana Sabha and Vani Mahal. He regularly accompanies visiting artists from India. Ladies and gentlemen, Vishal Soumyan. The Nattuvanar is the person who guides the dancer and the orchestra by playing the cymbals or the Nattuvangam. On the Nattuvangam or the cymbals, we have Guru Chitra Ramaswamy. Srimati Chitra Ramaswamy is the founder and director of the Sanskriti School of Dance in New Jersey. She told me to keep her introduction brief because she needs no introduction. Chitra's dance journey started at the age of 9 under the guidance of Guru Padma Shri Adyar K. Lakshmanan in the Kalakshetra style of Bharatanatyam. She's an accomplished dancer, creative choreographer, and a dedicated teacher of the art form. She has toured extensively across India, Europe, and the United States, giving solo performances and staging several creative group productions. She's an alumnus of BITS Pilani, India, and well-respected and established software engineer. Ladies and gentlemen, we're very fortunate to have such a talented orchestra in America. They are all professionals who make time and support young artists in their dance journey. Please put your hands together for the wonderful orchestra. The next item will be the Varnam. The Varnam is the centerpiece of the evening's recital. I will turn it over to Vidhi's brother, Siddharth Challani, to talk us through how this Varnam was envisioned and choreographed.
Hello, can you guys hear me? Yes, awesome. Hi, how's everyone enjoying the show so far? All right, so like Auntie said, I'm Siddharth, I'm Vidhi's brother, and I'm here to introduce the next piece, which is called the Varnam. So the Varnam is a longer piece, and it tells a story, right? The intention is to give the dancer an opportunity to share, their full range of mastery. And so often you'll see longer pieces that cover, popular stories from history or mythology that the audience is familiar with, right? And so the dancer, uses this this time to, portray many different characters at the same time. jump from character to character and showcase a full range of expressions so that the audience really sees that, how far they have come in their dance journey. And so for Vidhi's Varnam, Vidhi, our mom, and Chitra auntie have kind of gone above and beyond to try to create something very special for you guys today. They wanted Vidhi to use this piece to share Jain stories and some Jain poetry. And so Chitra auntie put a lot of work in to make this possible for us. So our mom went and selected a few verses from a Jain composition called the Bharatanatyam, and then auntie actually commissioned original music with those verses as lyrics. Auntie also had several discussions with some Jain scholars in India, and that was in order to make sure that the choreography that she was putting together did justice to the story that Vidhi wanted to tell. Vidhi also helped choreograph parts of this piece herself. All of this effort has culminated in the performance that Vidhi is going to share with you today. So since this is a Jain story, some of the folks might not be familiar with it, and I wanted to spend the next few minutes to talk about the story in this piece, and Shruti Kedar, which is one of Vidhi's classmates from her school, from the dance school, will join me as the mime artist to help you get a feel for some of the expressions and the dance moves that Vidhi will use. Our hope is that by doing this, we will give you a better way for you to appreciate the performance that Vidhi will put on for you today, so that you can focus on her skill and her mastery of Bharatanatyam. So without further ado, let's begin about the Varnam. Bhakti, which is selfless love or devotion, has been defined in many ways and has been often expressed through prayers and through song. The spiritual history of India has many examples of famous devotees, such as Kabir, Mirabai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and others. Today, Vidhi will give a glimpse of two such devotees in the context of Jainism. The first is Acharya Mana Tungsuri, composer of the Bhaktamar Stotra, a devotional Sanskrit composition that's in praise of Lord Adinath, the first Tirthankar in Jainism. The other is Princess Menasundari, a woman whose faith, like a mountain, remained unmoved in even the most difficult of situations. 1400 years ago, Acharya Mana Tungsuri was stuck in a jail cell. The king was angry that the Acharya refused to demonstrate his magical powers to the king. And so, to show his displeasure, the king had 48 locks placed on Acharya Mana Tungsuri in order to shackle him. Despite this treatment, the Acharya remained calm and did not worry about the situation or feel anger towards the king. Instead, he focused his energy on composing shlokas, or verses, in praise of Adinath Bhagwan. Every time the Acharya completed and sang the next verse, another lock would open automatically. By the end of the 40th shloka, he was completely free. So this powerful composition that has the power to shatter locks is the source of the lyrics that you will hear during this performance. We have selected 14 out of the 48, otherwise it would take Vidhi something like 3 hours to dance through the whole thing, for how they fit with the story of Menasundari, which Vidhi is going to portray today. So the story of Menasundari begins with her childhood in central India. Her father, the king, was a powerful and arrogant man. Her mother, the queen, raised her to be a compassionate and knowledgeable woman who was skilled in the arts and sciences. She was well versed in the teachings of the Jain Tirthankars, including the principle of karma. Menasundari understood that chasing after material pleasures was pointless, just like a child trying to grab the moon by reaching out for its reflection. Just as a frail deer stands up to a lion in order to protect her child, Menasundari learned to hold fast to her values even in times of difficulty in order to protect her integrity. She learned to show compassion towards all living beings and to help those around her in every situation. She grew up to be an intelligent and beautiful young woman who held her morals and her values to the highest standards. One day, her father, the king, asked her about whom she would credit for her good fortune. Before responding, the princess first apologized to the king knowing that he expected her to give him credit for her successes. Then she explained that only one's karmas are responsible for one's good or bad fortunes. The king was shocked by this response, and he asked her again, giving her an opportunity to change her answer. However, Manasundari held her ground. In a fit of anger, the king ordered the attendants to find the ugliest, most unfortunate person in the kingdom to be married to the princess. He wanted to prove to Manasundari that he had the power to change her fortune. The attendants searched the kingdom and brought Shripal, the leader of a leper colony. A prince by birth, Shripal had had his own share of misfortunes. He had been driven out of his own kingdom as a young child and been forced to hide with lepers for his own safety. After living with the lepers for a while, he had eventually contracted their disease himself. The queen and the court were shocked to see a leper being married to a beautiful princess, but they could not challenge the king. However, Manasundari was not affected by this at all, and she remained completely at ease. If this is what her karma had in store for her, she would embrace it willingly. Though it was difficult for a princess to live with a sickly man, she dressed Shripal's wounds and did her best to care for her new husband. One day, a wise Janacharya was passing through the area, so Manasundari and Shripal went to pay their respects. The Acharya noticed the young couple, and he sensed an opportunity to offer spiritual guidance to them. He blindfolded Manasundari and asked her to identify a few objects using only her sense of touch. The princess touched 3 different objects and did her best to identify each. Upon removing the blindfold, she was astonished to see that all 3 objects were different parts of an elephant. This exercise taught her that every perspective has blind spots, and different points of view should be considered in order to help understand the larger picture. From this experience, Manasundari also understood that even though her current situation was a tough one, it was just a smaller part of her own larger experience. This Acharya also shared with the couple a few rituals and religious practices that had the power to affect their karma. He advised Manasundari to start fasting during the Navpad Oli, a 9-day Jain festival that occurs twice a year. Manasundari accepted this advice and began observing the fast. After completing her prayers during the Navpad Oli, Manasundari was tossing holy water in all directions to purify the area around her. A few drops landed on Shripal's face, and suddenly his leprosy was cured. The prince began to look healthy and handsome. Soon, the king and queen found out that their son-in-law was actually a prince. When they had heard the story of how Shripal had been cured, he realized that Manasundari had been right about karma being the cause of one's fortunes or misfortunes. The king apologized to his daughter and his son-in-law, and he invited them to live back in the palace. Later on, Prince Shripal decided that he had to go and prove his worth, and he decided to go return to his kingdom and take back the throne that was rightfully his. He fought many battles, and eventually he returned to Manasundari as a triumphant king. So there you go, that's the story. Let's give it up for Shruti. Just a little bit more to say about this Varnam and some context, right? So as you listen to the music, the Bhaktamar Stotra, take some time to appreciate the meter of the lyrics, right? The rhythm with which each line is written. The lines were composed to have 14 syllables each, and they have the same sort of rhythm. So, you know, please listen for that, and it will add to your enjoyment. As well as you watch Vidhi's dancing, think about some of the qualities that make Manasundari such a compelling character and one that is worthy of this story. Watch carefully to see how Vidhi portrays her compassion, the conviction with which she sticks to her values, and her humility. Of course, Menasundari is not the only character Vidhi will be playing, right? She will be the king, she will be Shripal, and one of the highlights of this Varnam is that the dancers have to, jump from the perspective of one character to the next very quickly. So she's going to be creating this whole story by playing all of the characters at the same time. One more thing. Lastly, just to summarize, right? The music that you're going to hear today was written by Acharya Manatungsuri, who was someone whose devotion had the power to shatter the shackles that were placed on him. The characters that Vidhi will play today through her dance were people whose devotion had the power to cure incurable diseases. And the devotion of Vidhi, Chitra auntie, and our mom to this piece, to creating it from scratch, has really created something very special that we hope you enjoy today. Lastly, before this presentation begins, we want to just say Michami Dukram and ask for forgiveness in case we've made any errors or caused any confusion in the planning, interpretation, or execution of this piece. Without further ado, let us begin.
Kindly bear with us. We're going to do a quick sound test.
Swami Mayuragiri Vadivela Swami Mayuragiri Vadivela Swami Mayuragiri Vadivela.
James, I need lesson mridangam on the monitors, please.
Swami Mayuragiri Vadivela Swami Mayuragiri Vadivela Om Saravana Bhava Guru Swami Mayuragiri Vadivela Om Saravana Bhava Guru Swami Mayuragiri Vadivela Om Saravana Bhava Guru Swami Mayuragiri Om Saravana Bhava Guru Swami Somashekara Kumara Varada Jaya Somashekara Kumara Varada Jaya Suprakasha Shiva Subramanya Guru Somashekara Kumara Varada Jaya Suprakasha Shiva Subramanya Guru Somashekara Kumara Varada Jaya Suprakasha Shiva Subramanya Guru Somashekara Kumara Shiva Subramanya Guru Swami
Mayuragiri Vadivela.
Dalong kutaka dikku takata dingina tom.
Can you hear the Natuvangam?
No?
Yes? Yes.
Can you hear this? Can we play together? Tat darikita takata di தரகடதும் தகதி கரி கிட்ட தகதா தி கிடதக தரகடதும் கரி கிட்ட தகதா கிடதக தரகடதும் கரி கிட்ட தகதி கிடதக தரகடதும் கரி கிட்ட தகதும் கிடதக தரகடதும்.
मुद्योदकं दलित पापतमो विधानं भक्तामर प्रणत मौलिमणि प्रभानं मुद्योदकं दलित पापतमो विधानं भक्तामर प्रणत मौलिमणि प्रभानं
tarita tari tarita jonu tadani tata tajam tatajam tajam ta dingina tum tarita ta tarita na jonu dimi tadana ta ta dana jonu dimi takita dana ta ta dimi 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 takita tarita ta dimi 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 takita tarita ta dana ta ta jonu ta ta dimi ta 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 da ta tadarita tadana ta tajanu ta dimi ta tarita thana ta jonu ta dimi ta 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 dhana ta ta jonu ta ta dimi ta 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 dingina tum ta dingina tum ta dingina tum ta tarita ta dhana ta ta jonu ta ta dimi ta 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 dingina tum ta dingina tum ta dingina tum ta tarita ta dhana ta ta jonu ta ta dimi ta 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 dingina tum ta dingina tum ta dingina tum
मणि प्रभन भूत्योदकं दलित पापतमो विदनं मणि प्रभन भूत्योदकं दलित पापतमो विदनं मणि प्रभन भूत्योदकं दलित पापतमो विदनं मौलिमणि प्रभन भूत्योदकं दलित पापतमो विदनं मौलिमणि प्रभन भूत्योदकं दलित पापतमो विदनं सम्यक् यजिनपादयुगं युग अबालम्बनं भवजले बद्धतां जनाना सम्यक् प्रणम्य जिनपादयुगं युग अबालम्बनं भवजले बद्धतां जनाना सम्यक् प्रणम्य जिनपादयुगं युग अबालम्बनं भवजले बद्धतां जनाना सोऽहं तथापि तव भक्तिवशां मुनिशकर्तुस्तवो विगत शक्तिरपि प्रवृत्तः सोऽहं तथापि तव भक्तिवशां मुनिशकर्तुस्तवो विगत शक्तिरपि प्रवृत्तः प्रीत्यम् आत्मवीर्यम् अविचार्य मृगो मृगेन्द्र नावेति किं निज शिशो परिपालनार्थं प्रीत्यम् आत्मवीर्यम् अविचार्य मृगो मृगेन्द्र नावेति किं निज शिशो परिपालनार्थं प्रीत्यम् आत्मवीर्यम् अविचार्य मृगो मृगेन्द्र नावेति किं निज शिशो परिपालनार्थं प्रीत्यम् आत्मवीर्यम् अविचार्य मृगो मृगेन्द्र नावेति किं निज शिशो परिपालनार्थं प्रीत्यम् आत्मवीर्यम् अविचार्य मृगो मृगेन्द्र नावेति किं निज शिशो परिपालनार्थं पापा पद दत्त पद पम पम गम सरि गम पापा पद दत्त पद पम पम गम सरि गम
तव संसवनं मया इदम् आरभ्यते मत्वेति नाथ तव संसवनं मया इदम् आरभ्यते
ददनि नि पप पद दद मम पद नि स निरि स ददनि नि पप पद दद मम पद नि स निरि स ननुदियापि तव प्रभावचेतो हरिष्यति सदा मनुदियापि तव प्रभावचेतो हरिष्यति सदा निध సరిగ సరి ని సరిగ మగరి గరి సరిత నిధ పమరిగ ని సరిగ సరి ని సరిగ మగరి గరి సరిత నిధ పమరిగ నలిని దలేషు ముక్త ఫల ద్యుతి ముపైతి ననూద బిందు నలిని దలేషు ముక్త ఫల ద్యుతి ముపైతి మనోద బిందు सहस्रकिरण कुरुते प्रभैव पद्माकरेषु जलजानि विकासभञ्जी भूरि सहस्रकिरण कुरुते प्रभैव पद्माकरेषु जलजानि विकासभञ्जी भूरि सहस्रकिरण कुरुते प्रभैव पद्माकरेषु जलजानि pani sa gari sa ni re sa ni da pa ga ma pa ni sa ni sa sa ni sa ga ma pa sa ga ma pa ni sa gamyo na jatu marutam chalita chalana jeepo parastam asinata jagat prakasha jagat prakasha jagat prakasha gamyo na jatu marutam chalita chalana jeepo parastam asinata jagat prakasha jagat prakasha jagat prakasha Adinatha Swami Nayana Padagami Bhavatu Me Adinatha Swami Nayana Padagami Bhavatu Me
Lalo kutaka dikutaka kadingina tum 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 kirtaka darkitum kirtaka darkitum takdarkitum tarkitum ta dinginna tum ta dinginna tum ta dinginna tum 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 kirtaka darkitum takdarkitum tarkitum ta dinginna tum ta dinginna tum ta dinginna tum tum kirtaka darkitum takdarkitum tarkitum ta dinginna tum tum kirtaka darkitum takdarkitum ta dinginna tum kirtaka darkitum takdarkitum ta dinginna tum ta dinginna tum ta dinginna tum kirtaka darkitum takdarkitum tum kirtaka darkitum takdarkitum ta dinginna tum ta dinginna tum ta dinginna tum kirtaka darkitum tum kirtaka darkitum takdarkitum ta dinginna tum ta dinginna tum ta dinginna tum kirtaka darkitum
Vyam Namasri Bhuvanade Harayanartam Tubhyam Namakshiti Namala Bhushanaya
Tubhyam Namah Tribhuvanati Harayanata Tubhyam Namah Kshitita Lamala Bhushanaya
Tubhyam Namasri Bhuvanade Harayanartam Tubhyam Namakshiti Chalamala Bhushanaya
Tubhyam Namah Tribhuvanati Harayanata Tubhyam Namah Kshitita Lamala Bhushanaya
Tubhyam Namah Sri Jagarta Parameshwaraya Tubhyam Namo Jina Bhavodani Soshanaya Tubhyam Namah Sri Jagarta Parameshwaraya Tubhyam Namo Jina Bhavodani Soshanaya Netrahema Navapankaja Punjakanti Paryulla Sandaka Mayuka Shika Viramam Netrahema Navapankaja Punjakanti Paryulla Sandaka Mayuka Shika Viramam Padau Padani Tava Yatra Jinendra Datta Padau Padani Tava Yatra Jinendra Datta
ni sa ni da ni ni sa ni ni sa sa ni da ba da ni sa ga ni sa ni da ba ma ga ma ba da ni
tam yata tava vibhutira pujinendra dharmopadeshana vidauna kada parasya geetam yata tava vibhutira pujinendra dharmopadeshana vidauna kada parasya yakrita bhakrita
Bharatanatyam
Janu tam takata dimi takita takatana jonu jonu tam takata dimi takita takatari tadana dana jonu jonu tadimi dimi takita tari tadana dana jonu jonu tadimi dimi takita tari tadana jonu tadimi tata tata janu tam takata janu te takata tari dana jonu jonu tadimi Tadikita tum tattari, tanata jonu, jonu tadini, dini takatiku tadikita tum tattari, tanata jonu, jonu tadini, dini takatiku tadikita tum, takatiku tadikita tum, takatiku tadikita tum.
Pantakala pavanodatavani kalpam davanalom jwalitamujvalam motulingam kalpantakala 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 pavanodatavani kalpam davanalom jwalitamujvalam motulingam Vishwam jigatsumira sammukam apatantam tvannama kirtanam chalam Vishwam jigatsumira sammukam apatantam tvannama kirtanam chalam samayuga shesho rakshetano samada kodila khandanino krododam paninam utpanam apatantam akramati kramayugena nirasta shankastvanama nagadamani kritiyasya pujaga rakteshano samada kodila khandanino krododam paninam utpanam apatantam akramati kramayugena nirasta shankastvanama nagadamani kritiyasya pujaga rakshetanum samada kokila kantanilo krododam paninam utpanam apatantam akramati kramayugena nirasta shankastvanama nagadamani kritiyasya pujaga gaggati gagga Gapadani Sati the Gaba Gaba Gapada Pada Padani Dani Sati Sari Gadiga Sari Nidati the Sasat Nidati the Gaba Gaba Gapada Padani Valgatu Ranga Gajagachita Vimanada Macho Balam Balavati Upati Nam Nudyati Vakaran Mayuka Shika Pavidam Tvatkirtanam Tamayi Vashubidam Upaiti Udyati Vakaram Shika Pavidam Tvatkirtanam Tamayi Vashubidam Upaiti Adinada Swami Nayana Patakami Bhavatu Me Adinada Swami Nayana Patakami Bhavatu Me Adinada Swami Nayana Patakami Bhavatu Me
That was absolutely incredible. I know the CHALLANI family knows how much effort went into it. Thank you to Guru Chitra and everyone involved. in coming up with this item. I hope you all enjoyed it. I especially want to call out Sai Kishore for providing such good support during the Sancharis, where he accompanied Vidhi so beautifully, and so did Vishal when she was doing all of the stories. So one more round of applause for Vidhi. That was brilliantly executed. I would now like to request Srimati Shripriya Karthikeyan to come up on stage and say a few words, please.
Namaskarams and good evening, everybody. First of all, my heartiest congratulations to Vidhi and the entire Challani family for this wonderful day and this beautiful performance we have seen all of this first half of this today. I met Vidhi as this bubbly, smiling, very sweet girl walking into Sanskriti dance classes a number of years ago. And over the years, she has had this beautiful, cheerful attitude and this calmness about her, yet this vibrant self, always learning, always watching, and being a wonderful support for her friends and continuing to learn and grow. I've seen her go from this little Simba jumping onto the stage with Guru Chitra into this beautiful, talented dancer that you see on this stage today. And as I see through the entire Margam, I could see this cheerfulness and the focus turning into utmost dedication, focus, and bhakti. And the maturity in her thought process to pick this beautiful Bhaktamar shloka to be the main piece, and absolutely love the dedication. And we all saw the bhakti and the sincerity pouring through that, and her belief and dedication in whatever she takes up. And the performance today has been elevated many folds by our wonderful orchestra today. Both Kripa and Bhargav, and the flute, and the violin, and the mridangam, and Chitra's fantastic Natwangam, and this very, very creative and innovative choreography. I mean, I couldn't have even imagined how the story can be told in such a beautiful way, and everything came together, and from the beginning of her Pushpanjali up to this, everything has been so divine and evoking so much bhakti. And I'm so fortunate to learn about the Jain religion today and how it was all put together. It's been absolutely incredible. Vidhi, you have been shining today with your dedication, commitment, and sincerity. And I'm looking forward to all that you're going to achieve in your dance journey and future. So congratulations again, and I can't wait to see the rest of the program today. So thank you for the opportunity, for the Challani family and Guru Chitra for giving me this opportunity. Best wishes and congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Shripriya, for your kind words. Just going to take like 30 seconds to check if Vidhi's nose ring is on stage. We just don't want it to hurt her feet. Give us like 30 seconds. You found it? Okay, great. It was found. So I'd like to now invite Vidhi's friends, Arav, Akshat, Arushi, and Simran to come up on stage to say a few words. I also have one request for people coming on stage. Please take your footwear off before getting up on the dais. Thank you. Okay, while we are waiting for a couple of our friends, can I please request Ishika up on stage, please? Ishika will share a few words about Vidhi.
Hi everyone, I'm Ishika and I'm one of Vidhi's friends. Vidhi is someone that I've known for my entire life. We can't even remember the first time we met because we were just much too young. We've had so many different phases with each other throughout our life, like creating mini cooking shows, making our own crafts, and our need to always get food together at Moe's. But one thing that has always remained constant throughout everything is dance. I've shared a lot of my dance career with Vidhi from an extremely young age. Dance classes of different styles to doing performances for our neighborhood parties. As we all know, Vidhi is a very artistic person in many different ways, but dance has always been one of her greatest passions. And what makes it so special to see her dance is that she channels all that love and passion into every single move that she performs. Even just during practices, someone who barely knows her could watch her and know that this is something that she was born to do. Over the years, I've watched how she puts so much time, hard work, discipline, sweat, and tears in taking her natural-born talent and turning it into something even more amazing. She's always had the most beautiful stage presence, even when we were young. Whether it be her dancing with a group or dancing alone, she has a way of capturing a crowd, and the way that her personality shines through is so admirable. Bharatanatyam has always been one of the most important parts of her life, and I'm so, so proud of the dancer and person that she has grown into. I love her so much, and she is doing absolutely amazing. Thank you.
All right, hi everybody, I'm Arshi. So first off, we wanted to say congratulations on your Arangetram, Vidhi. We have all seen you work so hard for so many years, and especially this past summer. You're so determined to always do your best with literally anything you do, and it's something that we all admire about you. We're all so proud of you, and you danced so beautifully today. Vidhi and I first met on the bus in first grade, and I'm so grateful for that because now I can call her one of my best and closest friends. You're the most sweetest, hardworking, beautiful, and smartest person I've ever met, and there aren't enough words to express my love for you. We made so many memories these past couple of years, but I really enjoyed this last one. From playing badminton to always complaining about being stuck in multi with the guys, to last-minute dance practices, we've always been there for each other. You've never failed to make me laugh, even if it meant you making fun of me, and I will never forget the chaotic hallway walks trying not to get stepped on by one of the guys. Thank you for sticking by my side for 12 years and for always being there for me. I'm so proud of you, and I know you're going to do such great things at Carnegie, so good luck and congrats again on your Arangetram. I'm going to miss you so much, and I love you.
Hi everyone, I'm Simi. So we all know that Vidhi's personality mainly consists of two things, dancing and of course calling everyone out on their grammar mistakes. I was lucky enough to get to know Vidhi quite well when she was in her, let's just say, slightly crazy phase. But in that same time, I, along with many others, had the chance to familiarize ourselves with her crazy talents, annoyingly good art skills, undying grace and respect towards others, and of course, as we can all clearly see today, her utmost discipline and love towards dance. I can't believe that in a week you won't always be around me. Without you, there's no one to laugh at my iconic dad jokes and no one to cry about their laptop not working. Through all of these years, from your preschool birthday parties to high school graduation parties, I guess I can say that life has been a party with you. Congratulations on beautifully completing your Arangetram today. We are all so proud of you and wish you the absolute best for the future. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Arav. We've heard so much about Vidhi, but I think above all, Vidhi is the most kind-hearted and caring friend that anyone could ask for. I've been lucky to be her friend since first grade, and no matter what, she would never fail to have a joke or advice or even just motivation for anyone around her. She's one of the most inspiring and supportive people I know. Even during our South Asian dance at our school, she would inspire every single person to put on the best show and even make sure that she would help everyone learn the dances. And Vidhi is always exceptional at everything she does. And like we saw today, she always puts her 120%. Once Vidhi puts her mind towards something, there's nothing that can stop her, and she inspires everyone around her to do the same. It's a privilege to be Vidhi's friend, and I know she's going to take on the world. Congrats on completing your Arangetram today, and good luck in the future at Carnegie and beyond.
In the past time that I've known Vidhi, one thing that always stood out to me was her determination and dedication to everything she puts her mind to. We all know how much effort she put into the dance today, but I've never seen that take away from how hard she tries in her academics or any other club or activity that she does. This past year, Vidhi and I worked together to put on a South Asian performance at our school, and I've never seen anyone so committed and excited to do something that they were passionate about. Whether it was choreographing a dance or setting up the stage, Vidhi made sure to show up and lead, which I bet she'll continue to do at Carnegie Mellon. I'm sad to see one of my best friends leave, but I'm proud of everything that Vidhi has accomplished. They say that an Arangetram is not a graduation, but rather a stepping off point, so I can't wait to cheer you on in all your future endeavors. Congrats and good luck at Carnegie Mellon.
I would now like to request the orchestra to entertain us with the musical interlude while Vidhi gets ready for the next item. Thank you to Vishal and Sai and Murli. Thank you very much. The next item is Ardhanadishwaram. Ardhanadishwara represents the combined form of Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati, and in their merger, we get the very heart of creation itself. The Ardhanadishwara embodies the perfect equilibrium between the masculine and feminine energy. Shiva and Parvati unite to teach us how essential the two genders are to each other, as without each other, the magic of life would not be possible. This composition exalts that one true virtue of equality. A nirvana is solely possible with the union of the two human forms. Ladies and gentlemen, we present Ardhanadishwaram in Ragam Kumudakriya, Talam Rupakam, and the composer is Muthuswami Dikshidhar.
जगतः पितरो
Papa,
தாங்கிடு தக்க தின்னா தாங்கிடு தக்க தின்னா தக்கத்திக்கு பிடித்திருக்கட்டும் தக்கத்திக்கு பிடித்திருக்கட்டும் தக்கத்திக்கு பிடித்திருக்கட்டும்
சசரி நிரி சசரி நிரி சசபனி ரி சசனி ரி சசரி சச
தாங்கிடு தக்க தின்னா தாங்கிடு தக்க தின்னா தக்கத்திக்கு பிடித்திருக்கட்டும் தக்கத்திக்கு பிடித்திருக்கட்டும் தக்கத்திக்கு பிடித்திருக்கட்டும்
चाम्पेय गौरार्ध शरीरकाये
कर्पूर गौरार्ध शरीरकाये
चाम्पेय गौरार्ध शरीरकाये
कर्पूर गौरार्ध शरीरकाये
दम्मिल्लकायै च दम्मिल्लकायै च
शिवान्विताय नमः शिवाय च नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय च नमः
प्रपञ्च सृष्टुं मुगलासकाय समस संहारकताण्डवाय प्रपञ्च सृष्टुं मुगलासकाय
समस्त संहारकताण्डवाय
प्रपञ्च सृष्टुं मुगलासकाय
समस्त संहारकताण्डवाय
तकझं ता धी तदरिता धी तदनता धिंगिनतुंता तदरिता तजनुता तदिमिता तदिमि तकझं ता धी तदरिता धी तदनता धिंगिनतुंता तदरिता तजनता तदिमिता तदिमि तदरि तधन तजनु तदिमि तकझं ता धी तकझं ता धी तकझं ता तकझं तकझं तकदिक तकझं ता धी तकदिक कुड़कुड़ुम धी तकदिक कुड़कुड़ुम तकदिक कुड़कुड़ुम तकझं ता धी तकझं ता धी तकझं ता तकझं तकझं तकदिक तकझं तकदिक कुड़कुड़ुम तकदिक कुड़कुड़ुम तकदिक कुड़कुड़ुम तकझं ता धी तकझं ता धी तकझं ता तकझं तकझं तकदिक तकझं
समस्त संहारकताण्डवाय जगज्जनन्यै च जगदेकमेत्रे
जनन्यै च जगदेकमेत्रे जगज्जनन्यै च जगदेकमेत्रे जगज्जनन्यै च जगदेकमेत्रे नमः शिवाय च नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय च नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय च नमः
Hope you all enjoyed the surprise guest artist, Sneha Ramesh from Sanskriti School of Dance. She couldn't do her Arangetram due to COVID. I think she was unable to do so. She's a rising junior at Rutgers University. So special shout out to Vidhi for including her in her special day today. I would now like to invite Sneha to come up to the dais and share a few words about her dance journey with Vidhi.
Hi, everyone. Is everyone enjoying Vidhi's performance today? So, for those who don't know me, my name is Sneha, and I have known Vidhi practically my entire life. So my first memories with her were playing outside in her neighborhood. I especially have this one amazing memory where we were in the park and Vidhi's imaginary friend accidentally pushed me. Even though we lived across the street from each other for so many years, I can confidently say that dance is the main reason we are so close. For every Friday 4:30 class, we would do a panicked practice on the way to class in the car. And then on the way back, we would tell each other stories from our week and share our snacks with each other. And our snacks were always the latest things that Costco was selling because both our moms are Costco's most loyal customers. We have danced by each other's side countless times, from playing Young Simba and Nala to me joining you on your Arangetram stage today, which I'm so honored you gave me the opportunity to do. And every time we dance together, whether it's class or a production, it is such a fun and enjoyable experience. I can't believe that a day that we have talked and dreamed about for so long is finally here, and I could not be more proud of you. It was surreal watching you dance today, and you were absolutely breathtaking. Every single one of your pieces was so captivating and truly demonstrates your transformation as a dancer since that very first day we went to class together. You execute every single detail in your pieces so skillfully and beautifully. Not only is Vidhi an incredible Bharatanatyam dancer, she's also a skilled Kathak and Bollywood dancer and choreographer, along with being a talented artist. But above all, she truly is my best friend and will be forever. She is so kind, selfless, loving, and always uplifting, and she's just such an incredible energy to be around. Vidhi, I love you beyond words, and I'm so, so proud of you. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Sneha. The next item will be Madhurashtakam. I would like to invite Shruti Kedar on stage to mime some of the sancharis that Vidhi will depict. Madhurashtakam is a popular devotional song composed by the great Vallabhacharya. Madhuram means sweet, and Ashtakam refers to 8 stanzas. This composition reassures us of the omnipresence of the divine, as Lord Krishna's sweet and benevolence presence is exemplified throughout the stanzas. Arjuna is on the battlefield, dejected and confused. He is unable to draw an arrow to fight his cousins. At this time, Lord Krishna advises him and bestows upon him the Gitopadesa. The second story, a young Krishna fights the evil snake Kalinga, who poisons the Yamuna river. Krishna grabs him by the tail, places one foot on Kalinga's head, and does the Kalinga Nartanam, or the dance on the snake. The next story, Mother Yashoda scolds baby Krishna for eating mud. She asks him to open his mouth, and to her amazement, she sees the universe and realizes that baby Krishna is none other than God himself. The last Sanchari depicts a young mischievous Krishna who breaks the pots of all the gopis to his amusement. This item is in Raga Malika, set to Adi Talam, and the composer is Vallabhacharya. Ladies and gentlemen, Madhurashtakam.
बृन्दावन परित्यज्य पादौ एकं न गच्छति बृन्दावन परित्यज्य पादौ एकं न गच्छति बृन्दावन परित्यज्य पादौ एकं न गच्छति बृन्दावन परित्यज्य पादौ एकं न गच्छति
बृन्दावन परित्यज्य पादौ एकं न गच्छति
बृन्दावन परित्यज्य पादौ एकं न गच्छति
बृन्दावन परित्यज्य पादौ एकं न गच्छति
मधुरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं
अदरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं
हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरं अखिलं मधुरं बृन्दावन परित्यज्य पादौ एकं न गच्छति वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरं अखिलं मधुरं अखिलं मधुरं बृन्दावन परित्यज्य पादौ एकं न गच्छति
दित्तकिट 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 तां तां 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 दित्तकिट 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 तां दित्तकिट 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 दित्तकिट
नृत्यं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरं
पदौ एकं नगच्छति गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भूतं मधुरं सुतं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरं मधुराधिपते अखिलं मधुरम् अखिलं मधुरं बृन्दावन परित्यज पदौ एकं नगच्छति मधु
कैसा लगा आप सबको? एक और राउंड तालियां बजाइए विधि के लिए। अगर आपको ये इतना अच्छा लगा तो और दिखाते हैं किशन कन्हैया की लीला। द नेक्स्ट आइटम हम प्रेजेंट करेंगे मैया मोरी। This beautiful composition is on the interaction between the mischievous Lord Krishna and his loving mother Yashoda. The gopis have come to Yashoda, complaining that Krishna stole their butter and she is holding an inquiry. Krishna comes up with all kinds of excuses in his defense. Yashoda is not convinced. Eventually, her heart melts, as always, and she smiles at the blatant antics of Krishna and embraces him. Ladies and gentlemen, Maya Mori in Ragam Ragamalika, Talam Adi, the composer is Surdas.
मधुबन मोही पटायो भोर भयो भयन के पाछे भोर भयो भोर भयो भोर गैयन के पाछे मधुबन मोहे पटायो भोर भयो भोर भयो घैयन के पाछे मधुबन मोही पटायो चार पहर बंसी बट बटयो सांझ पड़े घर आयो रे मैया मोरे मैं नहीं माखन खायो चार पहर बंसी बट बटयो सांझ पड़े घर आयो रे मैया मोरे मैं नहीं माखन खायो रे मैया मोरे मैं नहीं माखन खायो मैं बालक बैयन के चोटो मैं बालक बैयन के चोटो चीको किस बिड पायो चीका किस बिड पायो मैं बालक बैयन के चोटो चीका किस बिड पायो भाल भाल सब पैर बढ़ेंगे बाल बाल सब पैर बढ़ेंगे पर बस मुख लपटायो लपटायो मैया मैं नहीं माखन खायो बाल बाल सब पैर बढ़ेंगे पर बस मुख लपटायो लपटायो मैया मैं नहीं माखन खायो मैं नहीं माखन खायो ये ले अपनी लपटी कमलिया ये ले अपनी लपटी कमलिया बहुत नाच न जायो मैं नहीं माखन खायो मैं नहीं माखन खायो
कन्हैया तूने ही माखन खाया
मैया मोरी मैं नहीं माखन खायो
तूने ही माखन खायो
मैं नहीं माखन खायो
तूने ही
मैं नहीं
तूने ही
मैं नहीं
तूने ही
मैं नहीं माखन खायो रे मैया मोरे मैं नहीं माखन मेरी मैया अरे भोली मेरी मैया ओ सुंदर सुंदर मेरी मैया कैसे न्यारी मेरी मैया अरे हो मेरी मैया मैया तू जननी मैया मोरी तू जननी मन की अति बोली इनके काहे पति आयो रे मैया मोरी इनके काहे पति आयो मैया जिया तेरे कुछ वेद उपजी है मैया जिया तेरे कुछ वेद उपजी है तूने मुझे जानो परायो जायो तूने मुझे जानो परायो जायो सूरदास तब हसी यशोदा सूरदास तब हसी यशोदा लेउर कांड लगायो लेउर कांड लगायो मैं नीर बरियायो मैं नीर बरियायो
कन्हैया कन्हैया ते नहीं माखन खायो कन्हैया मोरी ते नहीं माखन खायो ओ लल्ला मोरी ते नहीं माखन खायो कन्हैया मोरी ते नहीं माखन खायो
मोरी मैया अरे हो मेरी मैया अरे प्यारी मेरी मैया अरे भोली मेरी मैया ओ सुंदर सुंदर मेरी मैया ओ सुन मैया मोरी मैंने ही माखन खायो
That was absolutely incredible. At this point in the evening, we would like to felicitate some very important people who made this day very possible. We'd like to start off with felicitating the phenomenal orchestra today. Just like a minute to make sure that Mr. and Mrs. Challani are ready backstage. I'd like to invite the vocalists on stage, please. Srimati Kripa Lakshmi and Shri Bhargav Hariharan. I'd like to invite Shri Murli Balachandar, the Mridangist for the evening. Next up, I'd like to invite our flutist for the evening, Sri Sai Kishore Ravishankar. Can we have Sri Vishal Saumian, the violinist for the evening, on stage? Next, I would like Vidhi to felicitate the most important person of this evening, the person who made this day possible for Vidhi, her guru, Srimati Chitra Ramaswamy. now like to invite Srimati Guru Chitra Ramaswamy to share a few words about Vidhi and award her the diploma.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. With pranams to my gurus, thank you all for joining us today for Vidhi's Arangetram. I'd like to thank all my friends, my dancer friends, my neighbors, my Sanskriti family, and everybody who has made this day possible. In the interest of time, I'm going to jump straight into the artist of the evening, Vidhi. She's been with me since she was 6 years old. And she's been part of every significant milestone in our school and in my life. So she's so much family to me. And so is Shefali. We've had several moments together, sharing funny things, happy things, things that didn't go well, and so on and so forth. We've gone on several trips together, and such beautiful memories from all that exist. And one thing about Vidhi is, whenever I have called her, wherever, she has never said no to me. And I'm so, so happy for that. Whether it's an exam that she has to miss, or I don't know, school, she's come with me to every possible place that we have done a production, whether it's London or DC or I don't know, Minneapolis, Minnesota, wherever. I always forget those names. But every single place. When I start planning, I don't have to assign that role because I know Vidhi will be there. So I've never had to think twice. Even now, in September, we are going to Phoenix to do Lion King, and she has already booked her tickets to come from Pittsburgh. So even after all this one person that I can depend on is definitely one of it will be Vidhi. Thank you, Vidhi, for being so accommodative. And she takes everything by stride. It's okay, auntie. It's not a big deal. It's okay. It's not the end of the life. You know, that kind of an attitude, not many children here, because here they take everything to heart. One small thing, they'll say, oh my God, my life is falling apart. But Vidhi is not that. She's, for her age, extremely matured. She handles things so well and takes everything by stride. And extremely quick in learning. You know, I know many of you don't know Tamil, but for people who know Tamil, they'll say karpura madri. You know how the candle, right? When you start lighting, it'll just consume it, and then it'll burn immediately, right? So like that, I don't have to repeat anything more than once. Odane she'll get it. Immediately she'll tune into it and she'll get it. She'll retain it. And not only just retain, she will help other people to be able to get it as well. So that she will make sure that everybody around her understands what is to come, and she will deliver it every single time. So that's another very noteworthy quality of Vidhi. Recently we had an incident where we were going to stage Lion King in June. And I think I mentioned it earlier in my annual day as well. But she was telling me, auntie, we are all going away to colleges. We're not sure we'll be able to come for every trip of yours. So I think it's now time for you to train your next set of batches. And she volunteered to give up her role, and she volunteered to train the other person to be able to catch her role. And she took a role nothing significant in the play, just to make sure that our school has a next person in line to fill her up, just in case she's not able to come with us. I mean, how many of us are able to do that? Even even at workplace or any other place, we try to hold on to what we have. But Vidhi, at such a young age, has that wonderful quality of bringing up others, of thinking about others, being so selfless. And I think that's a big lesson for me, a big lesson that I have to take, to not able to keep everything to myself, but rather, include or give it away. And those are the things that I really, really would love to inculcate from Vidhi. And thank you so much, Vidhi, for inspiring me with such qualities. It's very, very rare to find. And I have to say that all this is definitely from her family. Both Shefali and Sanjay, I'm sure that it is part of them. They're so, for example, let me give you a small incident. We could not get all the instrumentalists to come into the stage for the stage rehearsal to happen. So I was really very scared how Shefali is going to take, how Vidhi is going to take. But they took it just by stride, and they said, no, that's what, it's okay. It's just, we'll do a stage rehearsal with just you and Vidhi, because all we have to worry about is how she's going to adjust to the lights. So she took it really well, and she said that that's already written up there, that it has to happen like that. So there is no worries about it. So their entire family seems to take everything by the stride, thinking that that's what is to happen and that's what is going to happen. So this kind of quality comes only when you have full confidence in somebody, in maybe me or someone up there. So all of that comes from their upbringing, and Sanjay and Shefali have done an awesome job with Vidhi. And having born and brought up in this country, she still follows all the fasting and whatever happens in their religion. She'll come to me to class and she says, Auntie, I haven't eaten properly in a few days, so I might be a little iffy. But never once has she got tempted, even when we go eat pizza, this, that, so many other things while we travel, she never has got tempted to even attempt to eat. So, I mean, I start with the diet today and tomorrow I'll break it because I'll see a gulab jamun or something. But this girl who is, just hardly 20 years has the maturity to do so. So all these are great, great qualities, not just to be a dancer, but also to be a person in the society who can influence a lot more people. And as for being a dancer, these qualities of being patient, of giving up and bringing up others to standards, those are all qualities of a dancer that she is going to make a big, big difference. I really hope that she follows her heart and continues to dance. I'd like to thank my musicians for the evening. We've had a great time this past week. Kripa, Bhargav, Murli sir, Sai, Vishal, all of us have got a great, great time yesterday. In fact, we are feeling so bad that it's over and we all have to part until the next program. But we've had a great week of rehearsals together. We've had so much fun. And thank you again for such a beautiful work. And we really, really enjoyed having you all. We hope to have you soon. And thanks to my family who have really gone through quite a tough time without me being part of their lives for the last few months. My daughter, son, my husband, mom, dad, my mother-in-law, all of them have been really very, very supportive. This is my 7th Arangetram, and in 3 weeks we have done continuously all the 7. So all the weekends, every single day has been consumed in rehearsals, and everything at home has been taken care by them. Thank you so much for understanding. Without you guys, this would not have been possible. I'd like to thank Sam. He has come with us 3 weeks, and 6 out of the 7 Arangetrams he has been with me. Thank you, Sam, for your support, constant support, your feedback, and I really owe it to you. James, he's been there 7 out of 7. So, thank you, sir. And thank you all to my Sanskriti students. Many of you have made 7 out of 7. Some of you maybe 5, 6. Okay, some of you very less, but that's going to come back to you soon. But thanks to all of you who made the 7 out of 7. And thank you so much for coming today and supporting VIDHI as well. I'll see you all soon. And I hope you enjoyed the program today. Thank you.
Guru Chitra will now award the diploma to VIDHI. Sanskriti School of Dance, Bharatanatyam Arangetram of VIDHI CHALLANI, August 14, 2022. Congratulations, Guru Chitra Ramaswamy. We're going to conclude the program very shortly. The CHALLANI family would like to thank Srimati Padma Shri Ashish for her makeup, Apurva, Sneha, Namrita and Shruti for lights, mime and accompanying VIDHI. So just bear with us where we finish the evening with the Tilana and the Mangalam. The Tilana is a dance of jubilation. It is a rhythmic item that is performed towards the end of a concert. It combines sculpturous poses and intricate beats for an energetic finale. This is in Ragam Garuda Dwani, and the composer is Dr. Balamurli Krishna, and the Talam will be in Adi. The dancer will conclude with the Bhumi Mangalam. The composer is Pandit Ravi Shankar. Mangalam literally means auspicious. It is the concluding piece in which the dancer offers her pranams or thank you to everyone who made the Arangetram a grand success. The Mangalam names and blesses every aspect of creation. May there be peace in earth, water, fire, air, the sun, moon, the planet, and in all living beings, the body, mind, and heart. May there be peace everywhere and in everyone. I would like to take this time to thank you all for joining me and the CHALLANI family for asking me to be a part of their very special day. After VIDHI concludes with the Mangalam, there will be a short vote of thanks, and then please join us for dinner. Namaste.
Nadriditum,
Dinadriditum, Dinadriditum.
Nadriditum, Dinadriditum, Dinadriditum.
Nadriditum, Dinadriditum, Dinadriditum. Nadriditum, Dinadriditum, Dinadriditum. Dridritum nana, dridritum nana, dridritum nana. Gari sari gama padani nadriditum, dinadriditum, dinadriditum. Dridritum nana, dridritum nana, dridritum nana. Gari sari gama padani nadriditum, dinadriditum, dinadriditum. Tajam jam tajanu tajam jam tajanu padani sa. Tajam jam tajanu tajam jam tajanu padani sa. Gama padani sa. Tajam jam tajanu tajam jam tajanu padani sa. Padani sa. Tajam jam tajanu tajam jam tajanu padani sa. Padani sa. Tajam jam tajanu tajam jam tajanu padani sa. Padani sa. Dani sa. Dani nadriditum, dinadriditum, dinadriditum. Dridritum nana, dridritum nana, dridritum nana. Gari sari gama padani dinadriditum, dinadriditum. Tajam jam tajanu tajam jam tajanu padani sa. Padani sa. Dani sa. Dani nadriditum, dinadriditum, dinadriditum. Dridritum nana, dridritum nana, dridritum nana. Gari sari gama padani nadriditum, dinadriditum, dinadriditum. Tahakujam, tattahakujam, tattahakujam. Tahakujam, tattahakujam, tattahakujam. Tahakujam, tattahakujam, tattahakujam. Tadimigina tahakujam, tattahakujam, tattahakujam. Tadimigina tahakujam, tattahakujam, tattahakujam. Tadimigina tahakujam, tattahakujam, tattahakujam. Tadimigina nadritum, 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 daniri nadritum, daniza nadritum, daniri nadritum, daniza zadabari 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 nadritum, dinadritum, dinadritum. Dridritum nana, dridritum nana, dridritum nana. Gari sari gama padani nadriditum, dinadriditum, dinadriditum. Tahakujam, tattahakujam, tattahakujam. Tadimigina nadritum, daniri nadritum, daniza nadritum, daniri nadritum, daniza nadritum, daniri nadritum, daniza zadabari 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 nadriditum, dinadriditum, dinadriditum. Dridritum nana, dridritum nana, dridritum nana. Gari sari gama padani nadriditum, dinadriditum, dinadriditum. Drikutata, drikutata kadim, drikutata gitatum. 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 Na 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 na. Drikutata, drikutata kadim, drikutata gitatum. Na 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 na. Drikutata, drikutata kadim, drikutata gitatum. Na 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 na. Drikutata, drikutata kadim, drikutata gitatum. Na 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 na. Drikutata, drikutata kadim, drikutata gitatum. Na 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 na. Drikutata, drikutata kadim, drikutata gitatum. Na 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 na. Kita kitatum, takita kitatum, kirtakatum, 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 dinadriditum, dinadriditum, dinadriditum. Dridritum nana, dridritum nana, dridritum nana. Gari sari gama padani nadriditum, dinadriditum, dinadriditum. Drikutata, drikutata kadim, drikutata gitatum. చరిత చరిత నమరుగధ్వని జాయి ఉన్నక్షర సృష్టికారణం మురళీశ్వరలయ సమ్మేళనం భవతి ఆనంద తాండవం చరిత చరిత నమరుగధ్వని జాయి ఉన్నక్షర సృష్టికారకం మురళీశ్వరలయ సమ్మేళనం భవతి ఆనంద తాండవం
చరిత చరిత డమరుగధ్వని జాయి
ఉన్నక్షర సృష్టికారకం మురళీశ్వరలయ సమ్మేళనం
భవతి ఆనంద తాండవం శంభో స్వయంభూ సచ్చరిత చరిత డమరుగధ్వని జాయి
ఉన్నక్షర సృష్టికారకం మురళీశ్వరలయ సమ్మేళనం భవతి ఆనంద తాండవం శంభో స్వయంభో
అభివాదయే అహంభో విభో
the house lights on, please?
Hi, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank all of you for coming out today. It meant a lot to me. But there's a few people in particular, or a lot of people in particular, that I'd like to thank. The first is Chitra auntie. As all of you know, she's been my dance teacher for the past 11 years. But honestly, she's been so much more than a dance teacher to me. Like, her creativity is so, so inspiring. And when she's like faced with a challenge, instead of being like, oh yeah, I guess I'll like try, she literally gets excited. Like, you can see it in her eyes. She's so excited. And that's something that I want to embody in the rest of my life. And she's like really, really talented, so she does a lot of things, but no matter how busy she is, she always makes sure that all of us are okay. Like, she's the first person to realize when I'm tired or like maybe a little upset, and she'll go out of her way to ask me if I'm okay. And whenever we go on all of our trips, she's always the first person to make sure I've eaten enough and everything. So auntie, thank you so much for not only helping me with like doing this Arangetram, but just the past 12 years in general. Next, I'd like to thank the orchestra. Dancing with all of you for the past week has been such an unreal experience. I wish it was longer. Murali sir, thank you so much for being patient with me and always just going along with what I'm doing, because even I don't know what it is half the time. Kripaka, Bhargav sir, you both have such beautiful voices, and I already enjoyed dancing my pieces, but this week when I danced to their singing, it was just so much more beautiful. Sai sir, your little additions of notes just take the music to another level. Like, the rehearsal with you and without you, there was such a big difference, and I really appreciate that. Vishal, you're so talented, and thank you for being my official translator for the past week, because I never knew what was going on. Next, I'd like to thank my parents and my brother. My mom perfectly for me. Like, not only did she oversee the decoration, but she handled everything, like all of the behind the scenes things. And she also went out of her way to make sure that I was always as comfortable and as relaxed. Like, she wouldn't let me go to sleep without giving me like a massage every single night. Also, the entire Bhaktamar Varnam was like her request, and Mom, I really hope I did justice to your vision. Dad, thank you for helping me understand like the intricacies of all of my pieces, and also for just handling all of the behind the scenes things. I keep saying behind the scenes stuff because I was completely not involved with everything besides the dancing, and I didn't help out at all. So I can't thank you for specific things because I don't really know what those specific things are, but I know you did a lot, so thank you. And Paya, thank you so much for all of the work you put into not only just for like the Arangetram, but just for like being there when I was getting overwhelmed and being a person to talk to. Like, every time I was like feeling the slightest bit sore, I'd go ask him what like my problem was, and he always had an answer to me, whether it was right or wrong. It was just like nice. Next, I'd like to thank the rest of my family for coming out here. There's a lot of people, so bear with me. Dada, Nana, Nani, it means so, so, so much to me that you guys were able to come here and watch me. Like, your blessings honestly made this day go as smoothly as it did. Jitu Baba, Sunita Ma, thank you guys so much for coming. Kushal Phua, Phufasa, Shruti Jiji, Ankit Jiaji, Ane, Mahika, Soni Jiji, Jiaji, Arisht, Sid, Bitu Masi, Jiaji, Avni, Siddhant, Jina, Prabha Masi, Masaji, Sarthak Bhaiya, Anshu Didi, and everybody tuning in on the live stream. And then I'd like to give a special thanks to Rupali Masi and Sana Didi. All of the decoration you see here was basically done by Sana Didi and my Masi. And you guys also did a lot of things that I don't really know, but I know you did a lot, so thank you so much. Next, I'd like to thank all of the Sanskriti girls. Going to practice was always so much fun because I knew that besides just dancing, I got to like hang out with some of my best friends. I'd like to give a special shout out to Sneha, who has been learning Bharatanatyam with me since day one. Until a few years ago, she mentioned like how we would have last-minute practices before class. Until a few years ago, that was the only time I practiced. So thank you for making me practice. And I'm so, so glad I got to share the stage with you today, even if it was a little overwhelming for you. And I'd like to thank all of those girls' moms for like helping me get ready in the past, giving me rides, lending me jewelry, and just everything that you guys have done. I'd like to thank Padma Shri Auntie for being so patient with me today while getting me dressed and doing my makeup and making me look good. Last, I'd like to thank all of my high school friends. I know I've kind of just not been there for like the past month and a half, but I know you guys have been so supportive, so thank you so much. And lastly, I'd like to thank basically the entire community. It's because of your blessings that I am standing here today and I was able to do this. Thank you, all of you. I would also like to thank Nitya Auntie for being such an amazing MC, and I'd like to thank Amrita, Apurva, and Shruti for doing the lights and the miming.
All right, so finally I get to speak here, not that I wanted to, and I know I'm between you and dinner, so I'll make it brief, but definitely do need to thank a lot of people. VIDHI has done that, but I have to still do it myself because I really mean it. And we all know faith is what keeps us calm, keeps us going. And I'm going to start with thanking the Lord, who has shown us the path and has made sure that we are doing the right things here. Next, I'm going to thank my dad. He's 92. Traveling from India is not easy at this age. Thank you, Daddy. My mom is no longer with us, but I'm still going to thank her because the one thing I can tell you is that every single week, she would remind me, she would make sure that VIDHI is continuing her dance, she would make sure that I have planned to keep her continuing dance, not just until the Arangetram, but even beyond, to keep her involved in dance in one way or the other. So, Mom, we do miss you, but hopefully we are doing the right thing. There is a second set of parents, Shefali's parents. They are not young either. They have traveled a long way. And they have been very supportive while they've been here, helping VIDHI, helping Shefali through that. So thank you, Mummy, Papa. There is a lot of other people. VIDHI has already thanked them. So Jittu Bhaiya, Rupali, Kushal Jiji, Jiaji, everyone who's traveled to come here, thank you so much. Appreciate it. I am not going to take everyone's name, so please, bear with me. I do want to thank myself. I want to thank myself because, stay with me. Stay with me. I want to thank myself because I stayed out of the way. While Shefali was working with Chitra and working through it and making sure it went right, so I thank myself for that, but let me get serious again. I want to thank Chitra because this was not an easy piece. Doing the Varnam, it took me several years to understand Bhaktamara, and I don't think I understand it well even now. But what I can tell you is the amount of effort that she has put in by, researching it, working with a scholar in India, making sure that, as she choreographs it, as she works with it, she understands what she's working with. It was definitely very hard and intense work. She got the music composed, and then she worked with the amazing orchestra that we have here to help them understand what is going on and improvise on the original score that they had created. This whole thing, as I witnessed it, believe me, it was very unreal, and then thank you for that, Chitra. And the one thing that makes it even more special is most teachers will do 1 or 2 Arangetrams a year. Because of COVID, Chitra did 8 Arangetrams this year, which means that she had to remember everyone's pieces, everyone's music, everyone's actions, and work with that. And everyone was uniquely different. So, you know, I don't know how she does it. My salutations. The orchestra, amazing work. It was all done within a week. They've understood, they've improvised, they made sure that they're synchronizing with Vidhi. Thank you so much. I'm not going to name everyone, so bear with me, we are running short of time, but everyone was amazing. Thank you. Last but not the least, I want to thank Nitya. Shefali asked her to MC and she completely forgot. Nitya took it on herself to figure out, to chase us down, to make sure what needs to be done and work with it. So thank you for that, Nitya. Thank you very much. I know I have missed a few people. Apurva, Shruti, Amrita, thank you. And of course, you know, the wonderful crew that we have, support crew in terms of Sam from Fotolaya, Suman for catering, and the Millstone Township, the auditorium crew here that has supported us. Thank you very much. I hope to speak with you all outside. I'm going to get out of the way here, and I'll see you outside at dinner. So once again, thank you for coming.
Thank you everyone for your love, support, guidance, encouragement. I'm truly, truly blessed to have such Kalyan Mitras in my life. And I'll always, always be grateful for that. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Let's have it.